In this episode of 10 Best Ones, we are going to check out the top 5 best thin laptops in 2018. I made this list based on my personal opinion, and I tried to list them based on their price, quality, durability and more. If you want to see the price and find out more information about these thin laptops, you can check out the links down in the description and the comment section below. Okay, so, let's get started with the video. At number 5, we have the HP Spectre X360. The HP Spectre X360 13T is a fascinating 13.3-inch, 2-in-1 laptop that packs an exclusive hardware and exceptionally thin design, which make it a great all-rounder on one side, while on the other, capable enough to satisfy even the most demanding users. From a design perspective, this particular model sports a convertible 2-in-1 construction, finished in dark ash silver, with golden accents that are present at the hinges, the sides of the main body, the sides of the lid, as well as on the engraved HP logo, so when you see it as a whole, it looks exceptionally beautiful. Moving on, the connectivities are quite robust, and they are positioned along the sides of the body, so you can USB Type-C ports with support for Thunderbolt 3, one headphone and microphone combo, single USB 3.1 Gen 1 port, a micro SD card reader, which is great. When it comes to the keyboard and the touchpad, I would like to inform you that both of them feel soft under your fingertips, and both of them are highly responsive, so every gesture you make will be registered accurately. Now, let's talk about the features. One of the best things about this model is its 13.3-inch IPS, Full HD touchscreen, that delivers vibrant and consistent colors, from wide viewing angles, which is great, due to the fact that, you will always have a clear sight on everything you do. Before we move to the next section, I'd also want to inform you that the touchscreen is protected by a Corning Gorilla Glass NBT, so you shouldn't worry if you ever accidentally drop the laptop on the floor. Moreover, the specs are exclusive as I've stated at the beginning, or to be more precise, this unit consists of a quad-core i7 processor, a UHD graphics, 16GB of RAM, and 512GB SSD, which will definitely make your user experience enjoyable. Another great thing about this laptop is its battery, which has an average life of 7 hours, but if you think that it isn't sufficient for your needs, then you can always take an advantage of the charger, so everything will be fine. Overall, you should definitely consider the HP Spectre X360 13T, if you want to invest in a quality laptop that looks as good as it performs. Moving on, at number 4, we have the Razer Blade Stealth. The Razer Blade Stealth would be an extremely good option, if you're looking for a gaming laptop that combines an aggressive, dark look with an exceptionally powerful hardware that will let you play many of the existing and upcoming games with stable frame rate. From a design perspective, this particular boasts a 0.54-inch thin CNC unibody aluminum construction, that is finished in black, but there is also a gunmetal edition which looks as beautiful as this one, so you can choose the one that suits your tastes the best. At the back of the lid, you will instantly notice the Razer's logo, that sits at the center, while being surrounded by two lines, that adds a great sense of aesthetics. While at the sides, there is a USB-C port with Thunderbolt 3 support, an HDMI 2.0 port, a USB 3.0 port, a headset jack, and nothing else, since the Razer intention is to keep the design minimalistic, but at the same time, to have you completely covered in terms of connectivities. Moreover, when you open the lid, you won't stop admiring the white backlit Chroma keyboard, which will let you type accurately, while keeping silent. Slightly below, there is a large, clickable Microsoft Precision touchpad, that will equip you with a greater control in terms of navigation, but for gaming, I'd recommend you use an external mouse. But now, let's talk about the performance. The Blade Stealth is equipped like a tank, thanks to its quad-core i7 processor, the 16GB of RAM, the 256GB SSD, and the Intel UHD 620 graphics, so you won't have any troubles in terms of having a mid-range gameplay. Moving on, the 13.3-inch touchscreen has a maximum resolution of 3200 by 1800 pixels, and offers vibrant and consistent colors, even if you view from 178-degree angles. Before we end, I'd like to mention that the battery life is expected to last around 9 hours, which translates to a full working day, and if you see that it is running low, you can plug it to your charger and continue with what you're doing without any issue. To conclude, you should consider the Razer Blade Stealth seriously, because it looks as good as it performs. Next up, at number 3, we have the Lenovo Yoga 920. The Lenovo Yoga 920 is a business-oriented 2-in-1 laptop that would be an extremely good option for everyone who wants to have its productivity elevated to a whole new level, and let's hear why. From a design perspective, this particular model of Yoga 920 boasts an attractive and lightweight, 0.5-inch thin platinum silver body that holds an impressive 13.9-inch screen, a classy lid, which when opened, it will reveal the sleek and improved keyboard as well as the highly responsive touchpad, so regardless of your viewing angles, the Yoga looks absolutely wonderful. In addition, the connectivities are quite robust, or to be more precise, you can find a single USB 3.0, 2 USB-C ports with Thunderbolt, power delivery and DisplayPort support, an audio and mic combo jack, so Lenovo kept it simple, but good enough to have you completely backed up in terms of connectivity. I would also want to mention that new, re-engineered keyboard which has a sufficient key travel, a really good tactile feedback, and it is backlit, so can type comfortably equally good, during the day or the night. Slightly below, you can see the touchpad, which has a smooth surface, that will let you have an accurate swipe register, across the entire surface, so you shouldn't worry about anything. Now, let's talk about the features. This particular model of Yoga 920 is equipped with a quad-core, 8th generation of i7 processor, has 16 GB of RAM, 1 TB SSD, and an on-processor HD graphics 620, with shared video memory, so these specs combined, will grant you a huge space for everything you want to install and run at the same time. Moving on, the 13.9-inch IPS 10-point multitouch display has a 4K UHD resolution or 3840 by 2160 pixels, and offers consistent color reproduction, even if you view from wide viewing angles, so for now, I can't find any remark. Overall, you should definitely consider the Yoga 920 as your next purchase, because it looks good, performs exceptionally quick, and it is very flexible, so you can't simply go wrong. Moving on, at number 2, we have the Asus Zenbook 3 Deluxe UX 490 UA. The Asus Zenbook 3 Deluxe UX 490 UA is currently among the thinnest laptops on the market, but aside from how thin it is, users claim that this laptop performs exceptionally good as well. So let's hear why you should consider it. From a design perspective, the Zenbook 3 Deluxe sports an impressively thin aluminum body that measures less than half an inch, which is finished in blue, and followed by gold accents, so from the very beginning, you already know that you will have a majestic piece of tech in your hands. Along its sides, there are the connectivity ports, which consist of 2 Thunderbolt 3 USB-C ports, an audio jack, and a single USB 3.1 port, but the manufacturer has also included an additional 2 dongles. When you open the lid, you won't stop admiring of the touchpad and the keyboard, due to the fact that both of them have golden accents, and both of them are capable enough to register every click or swipe you make, which means that in terms of productivity, you will never be disappointed. For your information, the keyboard has a 1.2mm key travel, and it is backlit, so as you can see, regardless if you're typing during the day or during the night, you would be able to type accurately without missing any key. But now, let's talk about the performance. Let's first start with its 14-inch Full HD screen, which will offer you wide viewing angles of up to 178 degrees, so the visuals will always be rich, and look absolutely stunning. Moving on, this model is powered by an Intel Core i7 8550U processor, has 16 GB of RAM, and 512 GB SSD, which is pretty cool, since the hardware will drastically enhance your productivity, so you won't deal with lag, regardless of the apps running in the background. I'd also want to mention that its battery can last up to 9 hours of usage, so you won't have to take your charger around you. To conclude, I strongly recommend you consider the Asus Zenbook 3 Deluxe UX 490 UA, because it is very thin, and strong enough to deliver you an outstanding user experience. And finally, at number 1, we have the Acer Swift 7. The Acer Swift 7 was named as the world's thinnest laptop, which by default makes it a must-have for everyone who appreciates a great sense of aesthetics. From a design perspective, the Swift 7 comes in a gold and black combo that makes it look premium to any desk in hand. At the rear, the more dominant color is the black, and where it differs is the Acer's logo and the space between the hinges, which are covered in gold. The connectivities are simplistic, as the overall laptop construction, so on the right, you can find two USB 3.1 Type-C ports and a headset jack. One of the two USB-C ports supports a display output, data transfers, and power delivery, while the second one only supports data transfers and power delivery. The Swift's chiclet keyboard and the wide precision touchpad that has an integrated fingerprint reader are surely one of the best components that this laptop has. Both of them are responsive, feel smooth and comfortable, so in terms of productivity, I think that they can elevate it to a whole new level. But now, let's talk about the performance. The Swift 7's 13.3 widescreen IPS display is protected by a Corning Gorilla Glass 4, which improves the damage resistance for up to 2 times more than those laptops that don't have it. In addition, since it is an IPS, you can see vibrant and well-defined colors from wide viewing angles, so for now, I can't find any remarks. Moreover, the i7 processor, the 512GB SSD and the 8GB of RAM will let you have plenty of apps installed and running at the same time, which is great due to the fact that you won't be limited in terms of productivity. Hence, this laptop is maybe not the best for gaming, but for business and work-related purposes is superb. Before we end, I want to inform you that the battery life is expected to last around 9 hours of continuous use, which is more than a typical working day, but take in mind that this may vary upon your usage. To conclude, the Swift 7 is a must-have because you will taste the benefits of having an exceptionally thin laptop, looks as good as it performs. Thanks for watching, I hope you liked this video. If this video was helpful to you, please remember to leave a like and subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this in the future, and if you have any questions related to these thin laptops, you can leave a comment down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can.